Welcome back to the Man Advantage Rangers podcast. This is your host, Jamie. We are coming from my living room right after the game, game six, Rangers Canes. It was a wild one. I'm going to talk about it real quick, so let's go. All right, guys, we're back on the Man Advantage Rangers podcast. Just game ended about 20 minutes ago. I'm going to react to it, give you my little synopsis here. Um, I was definitely worried going into tonight, and you know, coming out, I thought the Rangers did okay early on. I thought it was important that they get on the board first, and they did. Um, it was a great little sequence there. I believe Goudreau came in, and there was a save, and Ronta made it. Then the play went down, back down to the Rangers' end, and um, Aho came in on a breakaway on Shesterkin, and Chesty stood up to him, and then the play came down the other way, and Mott had it, and I thought he was going to pass it, but he took the shot, and this is definitely a bad goal by Ronta. The puck sort of squeezed between his torso and his left arm, and sneaked into the back of the net to give the Rangers a 1-0 lead. Um, just so important getting pucks to the net, always getting a shot there. You never know what's going to happen, and um, you know well, I'll talk about it in a couple minutes, but the Rangers had a face-off in the Carolina zone, and Lafreniere was high stick, and there was 2 penalties on face-offs and high sticks, and, Brendan Moore complained about both of those. I wasn't sure what he was looking at. I mean, it's kinda obvious that, there was contact at the face. But anyway, um, the Rangers came over to the blue line with some speed, and it looked like the defenseman there was waiting for Mika to pass it, and he kinda came in there, put his leg up in the air to sort of fake shoot it, and Ronta really didn't even react. And, I mean, the puck was in the back of the net, and he still was kind of in his position 5-hole wise, and that made it 2-0. And then, the Rangers take, and it's great. Like, I'm really happy, and the Rangers were playing really, really good. And then I thought the tide changed a little bit when the Rangers took a penalty. And even though Carolina didn't score, they had a lot of opportunities. And for the rest of the period, Carolina controlled the game. We're getting lots of shots, a lot of slot shots. Igor had to come up really, really big. Um, so I think they gave up 15 shots in the first period. And I think the Rangers had 12. I was feeling a little better, but yeah, going into the second, I'm thinking, let's get the next goal, please. Let's get the next goal, because if they give up that 2-1 goal, it's going to be an onslaught. And um, Tito and Lafreniere came down on a 2-on-1, and um, Lafreniere set him up pretty good. And then it looked like Tito just missed the net, and then the play went back down the Ranger zone. And then, just a couple seconds later, there's another 2-on-1 with Tito, and I think it might have been Kako at this time. I can't remember. But Tito chose to take the shot, and he sniped it top corner. Um, nice goal. So what happens then is Brendan Moore pulls um, Antti Ranta, and rightfully so. It looked like he was fighting the puck all night. Maybe he wasn't picking it up. The announcers talked about him being tired. Yeah, he's played a lot of hockey in the last 3 weeks or so. Um, so they yank him. I'm not even trying to pronounce. I think it was Kochenkov, is the backup goalie, who played right near the end of the regular season against the Rangers, and beat the Rangers. So um, definitely a capable backup. Freddie Anderson's still not available. So you know about again, it seems like this happens a lot. The Rangers get a lead, And a couple minutes later, they just can't continue that 3-goal lead. Brady Shea just, kind of, I won't say floated in there, but he just kind of risked one in there, and Shesterkin was green, so he didn't see it. It's 3-1, and you're thinking, "Oh boy, here we go." And then shortly thereafter, Heedle again, lots of speed, goes and chases down the puck, comes out of um, the corner and beats Brendan Smith, and he just throws a wicked backhander to the top corner, and it goes off the goalie's shoulder up into the top corner, and it's a 4-1 lead, and you're feeling good there. You're really feeling good, and then Carolina, they come in waves. I feel like they really do, and there's a scramble, there's a shot, the Trocheck on his knees rebounds it, goes off of Lindgren's leg, and um, yeah, it's 4-2. So now I'm heading to the third period, and I'm really nervous. And the period starts, and it's kind of like not a lot going on, and then there's another face off, and you know they take a penalty, a 4-minute penalty on a high sticking. And I think what Brendan Moore was saying was that he was going after the puck, but you're still responsible for your stick. Um, and I was actually at a bar, so I didn't actually see or could hear what the announcers were saying. But to me, it was definitely high stick, true blood, 4-minute power play. So what happens? Rangers get a power play, nothing's going on. Panarin goes in the box for hooking, and you're like, oh. So now it's 4-on-4. The Rangers get an opportunity, another penalty for cross-checking. The Rangers did a good job sort of extending the delay, so the power play would last a little bit longer, and then they get a 5-on-3. And what happens? Panarin shot the puck low, nice. I feel like when he shoots high, he always misses the net, so that's great. 5-2 was your final, but there's lots going on. D'Angelo stuck the I mean, he took a stupid the Rangers took a penalty, and D'Angelo comes walking in and um, shoots the puck in after the whistle, and then mayhem ensues. And then I mean, he's just looking for it. At the end of the game, like looked like Kakaniemi and Reeves were kind of squaring off, and Brendan Smith was standing in the middle there saying something, and the referees were holding everybody back, and it was really a little bit confusing. And whatever. There was definitely some chippy play there in the second and the third period. This is going to set up a huge, game 7 Monday night at 8 o'clock. Um, I'm proud of the Rangers. They've gone as far as they can go. They got to win one in Carolina. I don't know how they're going to do it. Their game was okay tonight. They definitely had some chances. I thought the difference in the game was that our goalie made more key stops than their goalie. I didn't defensively. I thought we gave up a lot. I thought we had a few more chances than we normally do. So, but we gave up a lot of shots. I think it was 39. I think we only had like 25 or something. I mean, I know we scored 5 goals. So, but what do you guys think? I mean, how do you feel about going into Game 7? Of course, I'm always nervous. Um, but I'm proud of the team. No matter what happens, they showed a lot of guts tonight. They won on home ice. Um, Game 7, they're a young team. They're getting so much on the job training right now. Um, I tell you, I wouldn't want to play the Rangers if somehow they won the game. I wouldn't want to play them because they just find ways to win. Um, so I guess we'll just have to see. But it was just again so proud of the team, the kids, the kid line. Philip Heel has 4 goals in the playoffs. He had 8 goals all year, and like he's a good player. I know Phil's a good player. I mean, he was injured. He had some confidence issues. Got benched. He got hurt again. Seems like he's really coming into his own. Shesterkin had 2 assists. That's crazy. Both of them, he really didn't make long passes. The one goal he kind of did, but you know, that's only happened. I think they said 5 times in the history of hockey or something like that, which is crazy. Um, and he had a penalty. He had an interference penalty, which was kind of comical. It was clearly a penalty. He stepped out of his crease and blocked somebody. That was a long shift. That's when I knew they were. I mean, they were in so much trouble there. They couldn't get. I think they had about 3 guys that were on the ice for over 2 minutes. So uh, this is a real quick recap. Getting late. I definitely got to hit the sack because I got to work in the morning. But um, no matter what happens on Monday, I think that if you're a Rangers fan, you have to be proud of your team. They came out and played. The Garden crowd was crazy tonight. I know that lifted their spirits for sure. Um, so we just hope for the best. Game 7. I mean, you never know what happens. Uh, so we'll just keep our fingers crossed, and maybe we'll somehow pull it out, and we'll go from there. Eastern Conference Finals start on Wednesday, so it's either going to be in New York or it's going to be in Carolina on Wednesday night, no matter what. So like and subscribe, guys. Hope you have a great night. Let's go Rangers, and we'll see you all after Game 7. Take care.